Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This time it is a discussion about it is healthier for children to live in the countryside than in the city. According to several studies, there is no definitive conclusion on the whether children living in cities are healthier than those living in rural areas. Some studies show that living in rural areas has advantage for children's health, such as having better immune system due to exposure to natural bacteria and a cleaner environment. However, there are also studies that show that living in cities can provide better access to healthcare facilities and education, which can support children's health. It is important to remember that other factors such as air pollution, access to nutritious food, sanitation, and lifestyle can also affect children's health, but both in cities and rural areas. Therefore, it is important for parents and communities to create a healthy environment that supports the growth and development of children, regardless of whether they live in cities or rural areas. Living in rural areas or cities has its own advantage and disadvantage depending on individual preference and needs. In rural areas, children may enjoy a healthier natural environment with cleaner air, cleaner surroundings, and more open spaces. They might also have easier access to outdoor activities such as playing in nature, cycling, or gardening. Rural areas also tend to have smaller and more close-knit communities where children can feel closer to their neighbors and have strong social bonds. On the other hand, in cities, children might have better access to educational, healthcare, and recreational facilities. They might also experience greater cultural diversity and have more opportunity to engage in various extracurricular and artistic activities. Additionally, cities often offer more educational and job opportunity for that future. Living in rural areas has its own advantage and disadvantage for children. Advantage of living in rural areas. First, healthy natural environment. Rural areas often have cleaner air, cleaner environments, and easier access to nature. This can provide opportunity for children to explore nature, play outdoors, and develop a closer relationship with the natural world. Second, spacious open spaces. Rural areas generally have larger open spaces such as fields or parks, which allow children to have more room for physical activities, play, and sports. 3. Close-knit community. Rural areas often have smaller and more close-knit communities. Children can feel closer to their neighbors, have strong social bonds, and feel safer and protected. Disadvantage of living in rural areas. First, limited facilities. Rural areas might have limitation in terms of educational, healthcare, and recreational facilities, access to schools, hospitals, or shopping centers might be more limited compared to cities. Second, lack of cultural diversity. Rural areas often have less cultural diversity compared to cities. Children might have fewer opportunity to engage in arts, culture, or multicultural events. According to me, there are several ways to address the limitation of educational facilities in rural areas. Overcoming the limitation of educational facilities in rural areas can be a challenge, but there are several ways to help ensure that children still receive a quality education. Um, First, building community partnerships. If in involving the community in efforts to improve educational facilities can be an important step. By working together, communities can pool resources, share knowledge, and support initiatives to enhance educational opportunities. Second, seeking assistance from the government and non-governmental organizations. Reaching out to local government and education-focused non-governmental organizations can help in obtaining supports and additional resources. They can provide assistance in the form of funding, equipment, or educational programs. Technology. Educational technology can be a valuable tool in overcoming the limitation of educational facilities in rural areas. The use of electronic devices such as computers, tablets, or projectors can aid in delivering lesson materials and accessing online educational resources. Living in the city has both positive and negative aspects that need to be considered. Positive aspects of living in the city: education and job opportunities. Cities provide a wide range of education and job opportunities. There are more choices for schools, university, and growing job fields in various industries. Overall, dedication to life in a rural area or a city depends on individual preferences, needs, and circumstances. It is important to consider the advantage and disadvantage of each option and choose what aligns best with one lifestyle and goals. So guys, let's stop here for this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.